Hey guys, my name is Deb Marnie and I'm from Aussie Maille, and welcome to our chain mail tutorial channel. Hey guys, a big hi, hello, welcome, how are you today? I'm so pleased you decided to pop in and spend some time with me. So today I've got a weave tutorial for you, and it is for the Trizantine weave, which is like a Byzantine variant. Anyway guys, let's just jump straight into it. Okay everybody, I've got some sample pieces today for you in the Trizantine weave. So coming up on the side here will be a list of the rings that I used, as well as you'll be able to find them down in the description tab down below the video, so check them out there. But I will run through them quickly for you as well. Okay, so we've got the 4 sizes here, as you can see. This bigger one over here is 14 gauge AWG, which is 1.6 millimeter diameter wire. Now, normally Trizantine, or at least as it's recorded on Maille Artisans, uses 1 ring size. But as most people who have done Trizantine have discovered that 1 ring size just doesn't cut it for this weave. And most use 2 or even 3 ring sizes to do this weave. So I've chosen to go with 3 ring sizes, which I will list now for you. So this I found just helped with keeping the wings of the Byzantine sections from flapping open and keeping everything nice and tight. Okay, so 1.6 millimeter diameter wire. The ring IDs here were 8.5 millimeters, 6.75 millimeters, and 6.5 millimeter. This one here is 16 gauge AWG, 1.2 millimeter diameter wire. The ring sizes I chose here were 6.25 millimeters, 5 millimeters, and 4.75 millimeters. This one, 18 gauge AWG, ring sizes were 5.25 millimeters, 4 millimeters, and 3.75 millimeters. And our 20 gauge version, which is 0.8 millimeter diameter wire, the rings are 4.25 millimeters, 3.25, and I chose 1/8 of an inch, which is 3.18 millimeters. 3 mils and 3.25 didn't quite work for me, so I had to go for a fractional inch with this one to make it fit nice. But this is actually quite a beautiful weave. As I said, it's a Byzantine variant, so it looks very reminiscent of Byzantine. And with the 3 ring sizes, you can see there's very little to no movement in the wings, which are these outside rings here on the Byzantine unit. So I'll be showing you today how to do this in the 14 gauge, so it's nice and clear. Okay, so as I said, there are 3 ring sizes for this weave. So I'll just be calling them large, medium, and small for convenience sake. So to start this weave off, we want to pre-close 3 of our medium rings, and then we want to pop those 3 medium rings onto another opened medium ring, close that up, and then we want to feed 2 more medium rings through there, so we've got a short chain of 3 in our medium rings. Okay, so this is just our starting piece. Okay, so once you've got your short little piece of 3 rings, you're going to want to take up a twist tie piece of wire, something like that. And what we want to do is we want to feed this wire through the top and the bottom of the one set of 3 rings. Doesn't matter which set, just choose one set of 3 rings and feed this wire through just the top and the bottom so that it pushes that middle one forward into your weave, and then twist that in place. So this is what our starting piece looks like. We've got 2 rings, a third one pushed in here, and then we've got the 3 rings here. So what we're going to do next is grab a small ring, and we're going to feed that through the 3 rings that are on the end there. Ultimately, we want one on each side of that middle ring that's being pushed towards the center. Okay, so one small ring through those 3 medium rings, one on each side of that center ring. And we fold that back like we're doing Byzantine. Okay, and that gives us this sort of look to our work. Okay, so what we want to do now is take up a large ring, and we're going to feed that large ring between, so we've got these 3 rings here on top, our 3 medium rings are still on top. We're going to feed it through between the first 2 medium rings, and we're going to pick up the 2 rings we folded back, the 2 small rings, plus that medium ring that's sticking out in the middle. Okay, so that first ring that we pushed out into the middle of the rings, we're going to pick that up as well. So we pick up the first ring we folded back, the medium ring, and then the second ring that we folded back. Okay, just like that. Close it up. So it's important to make sure that you've picked up that middle ring, that you haven't just skipped over the top of it. Once you've done that, we want to place a second large ring between the other pair over there, picking up the same 3 rings. Okay, so just separate out the other pair of rings there. Go straight through, making sure we've picked up all 3 of those rings there, and close our large ring up. Okay, so this is what our work currently looks like. Through our 2 large rings, we're going to place 3 medium rings. Okay, so just pop 3 medium rings through them, making sure you pick up both of them. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so you've got your 3 medium rings. And now we want to take up one more medium ring, and this is where things get a little bit tricky. Take that medium ring and open it up. We want to feed it between the 2 large rings that we placed previously, but we want to go through all those 3 medium rings that we just placed. So between our 2 large rings, and then when we scoop up, we want to scoop up all 3 of those medium rings, and then we want to come in and close our 4th medium ring up, so your work looks like that. Okay, so this is the ring that we placed here. It went between the large rings, didn't go through them, it went between them, but it went through the 3 medium rings that we had just placed. Okay, once we place those 3 medium rings, we place those 4 medium rings, we grab another small ring, okay, and we put it through the 3 rings. So like we did back here at the beginning, put it through those top 3 rings. Okay, and we want one on each side of that medium ring in the middle. So grab another small ring, open it up, feed it through those top 3 medium rings. Okay, fold them back, making sure we've got one sitting on each side of that medium ring there in the middle. We then want to take up a large ring, open that up, and like we did before, separate out the first rings 1 and 2, go through, make sure we pick up the ring we folded back, the medium ring that's sticking up in the middle, and the second ring that we folded back. So make sure you pick up a total of 3 rings. Okay, just like that. Close it up. And then we want to do the same on the other side there. So take up another large ring. Make sure when you pick up the rings, you're picking up all 3 of them. Okay, you can see all 3 of those rings in there. And close. Okay, so that's your first full completed section of Trizantine. And to keep going, we just go back to where we add 3 medium rings. So pop the 3 medium rings through those last pair of large. That's 2. And 1 more. Okay. Then we take up another medium ring. We go between the large rings, but we scoop up and go through those 3 medium rings that we just placed. Okay. So when you scoop up that end back up again, you make sure it goes through the 3 medium rings and you close it up. So your work now looks like this. You can see that medium ring that we just added in there. Then we take a small ring, feed it through the 3 medium rings on the end. Okay, that sits on one side of that ring there in the middle. We put another ring, another small ring on the other side. We flip those rings back like we're doing Byzantine, making sure that we've got all these 3 rings here lined up. We take up a large ring. We separate those first 2 rings there and we go straight through here. You can see that straight down there, making sure we pick up 3 rings. Okay, if you don't have 3 rings, then you might have to go back and pull this middle ring up a little bit so that it all lines up properly. Pick up those 3 rings, close your large ring, add another large ring, okay, on the other side of your work there, and you just rinse and repeat. So you go back, you add your 3 medium, and then your 1 medium that goes through them, your 2 small, your 2 large, your 3 medium, your 1 medium, your 2 small, your 2 large, and you keep just doing that until you reach the length of the bracelet or necklace or whatever it is that you're making. So I'll just do it once more, guys, just in case you missed it. So it's not a complicated weave. The trickiest part of it is finding the correct ring sizes to use. The rings listed on, or the ring size listed on Maille Artisans doesn't show the weave to its best. I find it a lot better if you can make it a lot tighter and stop those wings of the Byzantine flapping out there at the side. Okay, so I've gone back, I've put my 3 medium rings in. I'm going to take 1 more medium ring. I'm going to slip it between the large rings. And I'm going to pick up those 3 medium rings that I just placed. So I come up straight through the center of them there. Close that up to lock it all into place. We grab a small ring. We feed it through the 3 rings there. Okay, that ring sits on one side of the medium ring. We want another small ring to sit on the other side there. Okay, we fold those rings back, one each side, like we would if we were making Byzantine. We grab a large ring, separate out that first pair, put it through the space there that you can see just here. So we're picking up those 3 rings there in the center. Okay, so that's the 2 small ones we flipped back, plus that medium ring that we placed earlier. And then we just do one on the other side. And it's just rinse and repeat, guys. That's it. There's your Trizantine weave. Alright guys, well that's it. That's the video tutorial today. I hope you enjoyed it and you enjoyed making up this weave. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up here at YouTube. Share the video if you like. Leave any comments or questions you may have down below in the comments section. While you're here, don't forget to check out some of our other videos. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And last but not least, guys, don't forget to give a little bit of love to our shop up here in the corner. This is where we sell all the bits and bobs and you know whats that you'll need to make up this weave and many others. All right, guys, thanks again for popping in. It was really good to see you. I hope you're keeping well, and I'll catch up with you again sometime in the very near future. Bye.